welcome everybody to another Live Out Loud podcast. I'm Scott Jones, one of your hosts. Your other host, Gary Wayne, will be with us in just a few moments. Just to let everybody know, we're going to do an abbreviated show today. I know that last week Gary was out of town. We had Lynn come in, and she very capably came in and helped out. But unfortunately, Gary got his booster shot yesterday, and he is not feeling well today. But he's going to be joining us in a few minutes. We're going to have a few conversations and keep it to a fairly short show. But we will be getting together with you before Christmas. I promise you that. And we will both be healthy at one point. I promise that as well. And hopefully we'll both be on dry land instead of one of us on a ship. So we're gonna make all that happen. Before Gary comes in, let me tell you real quick about Live Out Loud podcast. It's brought to you by Addiction Training Center and our friends over at Live Out Loud Productions and Live Out Loud Media. But Addiction Training Center, we're all about helping people find recovery and find ways to free themselves from addiction, from mental health illness, from all sorts of maladies that have gone unchecked for quite a long time. Many of you may remember, I'll tell you quickly, many of you may remember we had the big war on drugs in the United States. Over $1 trillion spent on the war on drugs, 30 years of ad campaigns and letting people know this and that. And 0 lives were saved, folks. 0 lives. What happens is they shut down one drug coming into the country. We'll find another. We'll find another way to get it, or we'll actually start creating our own drugs. But that's why we're here. We're here because the real help comes when you meet somebody one-on-one, you talk to them, you have a chance to communicate and help them right where they're at. If you want some more information about that, I want you to contact us at atceducation.com or call Karen directly, my business partner, best friend, Karen Hurley, 786-514-0893. That's 786-514-0893. If you have a loved one or somebody you care about is having a problem with alcohol or drug, call us. Let us help you figure out what we can do. If you want to get involved, help your community, help your workplace, help your family, and learn more about this, you can become a certified event interventionist. This is a national certification. It comes with 6 CEUs if you need them. Become an interventionist through us. Take our training. And again, you can get that through atceducation.com. Just as easy, call Karen, 786-514-0893. Tell them that you learned about it right here at Live Out Loud, and we'll give you a nice discount on that training. Jean is already with us. She's saying, hi, Tammy, straight out there. And hola, folks. Edie and David are with us as always, and I appreciate that, David. Appreciate that, Edie. And like I said, for those of you who are just tuning in, Gary is under the weather. He's going to be joining us in just a moment. Gary's watching right now, and he could hear us, I assume. Nod your head if you can hear me, Gary, because he's in the okay, are you ready to come on? Okay, we're going to bring him in now. There we go.
And I'm trying to get these headphones working.
Okay, well, we got you, and it's working right now, so that's okay.
That's working?
It's working.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
It's working.
Oh, I got my headphones working. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Wow, you are loud, young man. But I turned you down.
Okay.
I turned you down.
You can turn me down. You can turn me down. Just don't turn me off, man.
Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on.
Okay, so big question. First of all, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit better than when I talked to you this morning, but man, I'll tell you, it's worth it. You know, I mean, I feel protected. It was a booster. I got the booster, folks. I'm safe. I'm sound. I'm doing good.
Okay. All right. Now, why did you get the booster?
Because I'm of the idea that, you know, there was polio at one time and they came up with a vaccine and the polio went away. And I had COVID before I got the vaccine. And since I got my vaccine, I haven't had it. I haven't had any trouble. I haven't had any problems, except for the aftermath of the vaccine. But
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's one day. It's one day of feeling bad. It's one day of lifting up your arm that high. It's one day. It's one day for the rest of my life. I'm fine. I'm fine. If I have to take another booster shot down the line, then I got to do it. But you know, I just that's how I feel. It doesn't mean that everybody should feel that way, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. Poor Jean let me know that she's been 2 weeks on the flu from hell. And she's saying right now, poor Gary looks like I feel.
Well, this is what Tammy sees every morning. So,
oh my goodness.
So she's the one that you should feel sorry for.
I'm looking around to see if I have a brush here for you.
No brush.
Actually, I saw you just wiping your nose. Just slide that into your hair. You could use that as gel. That's gross.
You should see. Tammy took a picture of my little grandson.
Yeah.
My grandson to be once we're married, and it's the cutest little picture, man. He's got a bubble coming out of his nose.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's got this face of pure ecstasy and this little snot bubble coming out. It's you got to be, I guess, you know, those grand folks out there, those grandparents out there, just know that feeling of, you know, you could see something gross that a grandchild is doing, and then just go, "Oh, that's so cute."
Yeah. There's Scott's curiosity right there. You just wrote it, Gary. Is how come snot bubbles are cute on babies but not on grandma? Oh, look at grandma! You're so cute with that snot bubble. Let's get baby again.
That snot bubble. Tammy's on. Hello, Temptation. My beautiful Temptation's on. Jeannie's on. Yay, Jeannie. David and Lynn. Lynn, nice job last week. Thank you so much for covering. You should be on today, too, with us. You should be on with us all the time. You should be.
Yvonne wants you to feel better there, Gary.
Hey, thank you, Yvonne.
And a little message. Good morning from Mom, and letting us know she's out there. So good. So, you know, you've had a busy week. I know you were out. We went out to a fundraiser for Big Brother, or One Brother, One Sister.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
We had a great time. You got to perform a little bit with your friend Jody. But we met some great new people, and that was great. But you had to run from the fundraiser that Karen and I were doing at the fundraiser, and you had to come over and help represent and stuff. And then you had to like skate out of there and go straight across town so you can get on stage with Wolfpack. How was your night with Wolfpack?
Night with Wolfpack was great. It was really good. Really wonderful.
Old School Square is a great place to perform, isn't it?
It is. The stage is a little bit funky, but it's a fun place to play.
What do you mean it's funky? Like it smells bad?
No, it's just the way that it's built. Like for instance, the horns were on one side and we were on the other side, and just the way the stage is built, the horns, we could hear the horns like a split second early or late from what they were. So if you're on stage left and you're hearing stage right, just a little bit, the timing is a little bit off. That's because the stage it's all concrete. So it's like bouncing everywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. So that makes sense.
But the crowd was good. It was a nice night. It was a nice night. And I love playing with Wolfpack.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. I know we actually had some other people. Judy was at our fundraiser, came out, wanted to go see you. Diane's with us, wants to say hi, guys.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
How's your foot?
Wait, what was that?
I said, how's your foot?
Diane,
hurt her foot. Yes.
All right, Diane, how's your foot? Let us know how your foot is.
Yes. Let everybody know how your foot is. You know what Tammy is right now?
It's just Gary. Gary's the only one. See, what we found out, Gary has a foot fetish. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, I can't help you with your foot fetish, but he gave him some medication for his athlete's tongue. Bum. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I was just about to say, I don't have a foot fetish, but I didn't want to kill that joke. Or whatever that was.
Yeah, actually, the joke killed the joke. Don't worry about it. Natalie is saying different voice, Gary. you got a little bit of the Joan Rivers thing going on right now.
Oh, do I? Oh, let me tell you. Can we talk? Can we talk? Hello, Natalie. Say hello to Tom for us. I hope he's sitting next to you watching this. Foot's better, thanks. Good, Diane. You know where Tammy is now?
No, where's Tammy right now?
Tammy is, she is retiling her son's driveway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's good that she's out there trying to, earn a dollar. But
Tommy and Bailey. Did I say Tommy? Didn't I say Tom?
I don't know. What did you say? You said, I thought you said Tommy.
Yeah, I thought I said Tommy. Oh, good. Okay. Tommy. Too.
Maybe it didn't.
And see,
Jill, right.
Jill wants to know where Tammy is. So Tammy is now, little tiny Tammy is surfacing her son's driveway. And this isn't just a little driveway. This is a city block.
No, wait
her
a
son's
minute.
driveway.
I know it's a long driveway. I think I picked you up over there one time or something, dropped you off over there. Didn't go down the driveway because honestly I didn't have a extra tank of gas to make the distance, so I just left it. But is she doing this alone, Gary?
No, I think
are they in the house watching football or something, and then looking out the window saying, "Look at mom work."
No, I think Jug, her dad, is helping her.
Oh, okay.
But
she likes doing stuff like that, doesn't she?
She does, man. She does. She's a monster, man. She's always walking, always riding. She's much more physical than I am. She's Jill says I must have said Tammy, but that's because I have Tammy on the mind. Temptation.
Yeah.
Did you see the guitar? See the guitar?
Yeah. Yes, I saw the picture of your guitar, the Temptation guitar.
My Temptation guitar.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That was awesome. Boy, you sound so terrible, man.
I feel terrible, but tomorrow I'll feel great. It's just
and that'll be fine. You probably by this afternoon you'll feel better.
That's
the thing is, just take it easy, stay in the house because quite honestly, you're kind of gross right now. Drink lots of fluids, drink lots of water, and I'm sure you'll feel better soon. But
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Now I've been waking up.
Don't tell me that if you're not sure.
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Well, then I can look forward to it.
I am sure.
If I'm not, then
Jill saying the guitar is spectacular too.
It is. That's my homage to my Temptation.
Scott Jonas says like BB King had his, you got yours.
Lucille.
Yeah,
BB King had Lucille.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ow.
Scott Jonas. The only time I've ever heard that name pronounced that way was when I was in San Diego and I put my name in at a restaurant and I was waiting outside and they come out and they said, Scott Jonas.
Spanish. This is a Spanish name. That's my cousin. This is my cousin, Scott.
Yeah.
He's learning how to play guitar.
Jill just says, I didn't know you weren't feeling well. Feel better. You can't tell by looking at him. He's not well. Jill, come on. This is not good. I was just going to say that, he got his shot yesterday, so he's feeling a little off. That's why we're doing a quick show today. Just something we want to get out there, talk to you guys. But, Gary, I've been having the hair problem in the mornings. When you wake up and you look like Albert Einstein on a bad day, the hair's just going. Having long hair again is really starting to be like, I love it when I'm done with it. But it takes me I'd say 25 minutes to get it to do what I want it to do every morning. So I'm in front of the mirror. I got the hair dryer and I got the brush and I got the gel and I've got the cement and then I've got the finishing spray and then I've got the after finishing spray and then there's the hairspray and then there's the ultra hold mousse with Rogaine. So I got a lot of things going on here that I got to do.
And then there's the razor.
I'm not doing that.
This isn't going to work. Yeah. Well, you said a year. Folks, you are my witnesses. Scott said a year.
Have I not shocked you that I've made it this far already, though?
Well, I've seen it that far before. I've seen it that far before. Oh, listen, I just want to see if Tim is still on. Tim is one of my favorite soon to be relatives, and I hope he's still on because he joins us every once in a while. And he's just such a great guy.
Natalie, rebel, your face is a mess. I couldn't even sing it because I was laughing. I'm sorry. That's perfect.
I can't.
That's perfect.
I can't doubt that. I mean, I can't say anything other than she's right.
All right, you got any gigs coming up this week, my friend?
No, nothing this week. Only.
How about before Christmas? You got something before
Wednesday?
Christmas?
No, just the Wednesdays. Just the Wednesdays where a lot of people that are here come see us. Jason Craig is on with us. Jason Craig is the guy that took my place in the long run, and I'm telling you guys right now, if you like the long run before, Jason is you can't find anybody that would be more perfect to fill my shoes than Jason. He's young, he's vibrant, he's talented. The kid's great.
All right, hold on. So what part of that replaces you? You said young, vibrant. Now, I got the talented part, but the young and vibrant, Gary, come on.
Yeah, damn it.
You haven't been young and vibrant since 1979.
Let me see. No, I don't remember that time.
Ornery. You've been old and ornery, which is, it's close. It's very close.
I have not been ornery. Damn it.
No, so that's great. I heard good things about him.
He's
got the
really,
sound and the attitude and everything.
In the attitude, absolutely, but it's not just the sound. He's the guy's multi-talented, and they don't even use all the talented features that he has. I mean, he's real. If you get a chance to see the long run, and you were like a big Gary Wayne kind of guy, and you say, oh, the long run. I've heard the long runs. They still sound great. Jason is really good. I mean,
you know what we ought to do is, I'm sure they're going to have some gigs at Galuppi's coming up, probably beginning of the year sometime. We'll get a big table, an LOL table, and we'll have a few people come out. You and me and Tammy and.
That'd be cool. Yeah, if we're not playing, then.
Yeah,
then
I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could find a companion to go with me for moron support, and
more on than off.
Yeah, that's me. We'll do that, and that way we'll be able to support, because certainly we want to support the long run. Just because Gary doesn't sing with them anymore, you're friends with every one of those people. It's like family when you guys play in a band that long together. So we definitely want to.
And I'll tell you something. Everybody's seen the long run, and they know how good everybody is in the long run, but you haven't seen him until you've seen him with Jason. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah.
January 15th. Judy's filling in for us. She's helping out since Tammy's not here with your schedule. Judy,
that's not my schedule. You. Oh, Wolfpack is at Galuppi's.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, Judy.
So January 15th, Wolfpack at Galuppi's. Now, Judy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy.
And Craig Jason is thanking you, Gary, for the kind words.
No need for thanks. No need for thanks, Jason. I'm just
telling it like it is.
Telling it like it is. Judy keeps coming up to me and going, "You remember me? You remember me? You remember me?" And then she tells me, "I'm just busting your chops, Judy. Don't bust my chops." I remember you.
Let me see. Gene's trying to win Eagles tickets for Gary and Temptation. I know he wants to go to the Hotel California tour. Yeah, the real Eagles are touring again.
Yeah, they are. They are.
But they don't have Henley. They don't have what's the other guy's name?
They have Henley.
Is he touring?
They got Vince Gill. Yeah, they got Vince Gill. They got
who was the other guy? Who was the other singer?
Well, they got Glenn Fry's kid, Deacon.
Well, yeah, but Glenn Fry won't do it.
Glenn Fry's gone.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so he won't be doing it.
He won't be doing it. Okay. All right. No.
But it's nice they keep his name alive.
I did not. No, that's great. And I did not realize Henley was doing it with him. I did not know that. Okay.
Oh yeah, if Henley didn't do it with him, I don't know if. Well, Joe Walsh is a great name himself, But if Henley didn't do it, it would just be like seeing Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt in concert. I don't think it would really. It would really be that, I mean, Henley is one of the original Eagles now. I think he's the only original Eagle right now.
Yeah, probably. But, I think there comes a time with some bands where you got to kind of hang it up because you've lost enough of the talent from the original that you can no longer recreate the band. That's my opinion. Like the Grateful Dead, there's no way. It's like the Grateful Dead without Jerry Garcia is not the Grateful Dead. I mean, and you really can't really make that up. There's been other bands that have done that, and they're like, they got no original members almost, and they're like, but we took over the name. But that's cool. If Henley's with them, I think they could pull it off. Certainly Joe Walsh could, but you need the two of them to make it an Eagles thing.
Yeah,
if it's
Joe
one
Walsh
or the other, then it's just them. Yeah,
Joe Walsh can fill stadiums just by himself.
Exactly. Well, Henley could too, actually.
Yep, and he did.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Gary, you okay? Yeah, I was watching The Walking Dead the other day. Next time you have a guest appearance on a show like that, tell me, because I'm looking at your face right now, and I'm thinking, yeah, back second row on the zombie horde, right there. That was him.
Yeah, well, I had my years as an extra in The Walking Dead. Yeah.
Oh,
hi, Michael.
Oh boy.
Oh, so what do you think about Michael Nesmith?
Oh,
there's one monkey left. Mickey Dolenz. Mickey Dolenz is the only monkey left.
Now, I remember when Davy Jones passed.
Yeah.
I don't remember when Peter Tork passed. I don't remember that. I didn't get as much attention, but
no, I posted it on Facebook. A lot of people did.
Well, how long ago was that?
Peter Tork was one of the most talented ones. I think it was a year. It was about a year. It was last year.
All right. Yeah. All right. I just couldn't remember. I was like, part of me says I think he's gone, but I couldn't remember for sure.
Yeah.
And I certainly it's not any kind of deference to his talent. He was probably the most talented monkey, could argue, between him and Mike.
Peter Tork. Yeah, and Mike Nesmith. Michael Nesmith. He wrote some great songs, Michael Nesmith.
Yeah. But Peter Tork was that soulful musician. I mean, he's the guy that would play in a coffee house till the day he dies just because he's that connected to music and that stuff,
Yeah.
He would do that.
Yeah.
I think he actually did that. I think that's actually what he was doing, was playing little gigs and just being a musician because he loved it. But Mike Nesmith, that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. So Mickey Dolenz, who looked like the oldest when they all got together, has now outlived all of them.
He's outlived all of them, and he's still cooking. Mickey Dolenz still looks pretty good. He's still doing good. They just played here at Parker Playhouse.
Did they?
Yeah, they just played here.
His daughter, Amy Dolenz, beautiful girl.
Yep.
Very talented as well, actress and musician and other things. But anyway, yeah. So Live Out Loud honors certainly Mike Nesmith. Not only a great musician, but he had this wonderfully offbeat comedic timing in the show, and he was always the guy that was like one step behind with his humor, but it's what made him so funny. It was that kind of pause that he had,
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, his mom invented whiteout. Natalie wanted to talk about whiteout. His mom invented whiteout.
Yeah.
Mike Nesmith's mother invented whiteout.
No, I also am quite sure that both Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz had small stakes in MTV when it first started.
Mike Nesmith did a thing before MTV even came out called Elephant Parts, and it was a whole album of video. and he was like one of the first people to do it. He did that before MTV came out.
Well, they had the movie. Was it Head?
Yeah.
Head, which was they were just an interesting. Their story is on. I think it's on Netflix. The Monkees story. It's really quite interesting how they all came together.
Yeah.
And how it all happened. But listening, there's tunes from the Monkees. I'm a Believer, which actually was written by Neil Diamond, but the Monkees did it. Then Last Train to Clarksville, Stepping Stone. What's the song that you guys do that everybody dances to? Daydream
Believer, yeah. But you know something? The Headquarters album was basically a lot of them, recording and playing. And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will not let the Monkees in because they weren't a real band. Do you believe that?
Well, they did not start as a real band, but guess what?
No, but they met the challenge, man. They absolutely met the challenge. They played in front of thousands of people.
All right. Well,
just them. They met the challenge.
Can I voice an opinion on something?
No, let's move on. Oh, you didn't expect that, did you?
No, you. I'm looking up real quick. Hall of Fame 2021, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021 inductees.
Carole King,
right.
LL Cool J,
Tina Turner,
Jay-Z, Tina Turner.
Wait. Tina Turner. Do we agree? Tina Turner or not? Rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Yes. Carole King.
Absolutely. Long time coming.
Which leans it more towards folk, but it actually had a lot of rock kind of things in it.
No, she was one of the founders of rock and roll, Carole King.
The Go-Go's? The
Go-Go's were great, man. The Go-Go's had a string of hits. Not that they should get in before the Guess Who.
Well, true. But the Go-Go's. But their category would definitely be pop rock.
Pop rock, yeah, but it's still rock and roll. It's still rock. And they're all girls, and they opened up doors for other girls. But they shouldn't have made it in there before Huey Lewis and the News.
All right. Foo Fighters, definitely.
Definitely.
But should not be before some of the classics that came before them.
Like,
they should wait a little while. They should wait a little while.
Absolutely. Like Grand Funk.
Todd Rundgren again. It's kind of an opinion.
No, Todd Rundgren.
There's people that love him, people that aren't fans, but he's earned his way in. He's earned his way in.
No question. And it's funny, what Todd Rundgren said at the end of a college commencement speech, he goes, I've never had a Grammy. I've never had a number one hit. I'm luckily thankful that I've never been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And if I get nominated, I won't run. And if I get elected, I won't serve. How cool is that?
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
The final one, Jay-Z.
Yeah. No, they need a separate
Hall of Fame. That's why I'm here.
They need a separate hip-hop Hall of Fame.
They got rules about, you're not a real band for the Monkees. Monkees are definitely pop rock all the way. And
all the way.
They actually created almost their own genre of that kind of thing. But some of their music was brilliant. Going Down from Mickey Dolenz, one of my favorite songs of all time. Going Down from Mickey Dolenz. But Jay-Z has nothing to do with rock and roll. It's not pop rock. It's not folk rock. It's hip hop. It's a different category of music. But they're trying to be so inclusive. They're trying to say like, oh, we're inclusive. Well, then don't call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No, call it the Music Hall of Fame, and then just stop with the rock and roll. Because
Music Hall of Fame is fine. Yeah, Music Hall of Fame is what they're doing. And not putting anything down about Jay-Z. I mean, the man's a genius, and he's done great stuff. And LL Cool J is very good too, but it's not rock and roll. So don't put it in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I like what you said. Call it the Music Hall of Fame. But
here's a great story. Come on. Here's a great story. This is rock and roll. Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees walked off the stage when the girls kept chanting, "We want Davy."
Yeah.
Any band that can make Jimi Hendrix walk off stage because they want to get past Hendrix and get to them, that's rock and roll right there, people. That is rock and roll. And Pat Benatar, people are saying she should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Jill put in, they need their own award show for different genres. One time on Facebook, I don't know if I still have it on Facebook, but I put up a page, the local Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, to try to get people to come on and give their votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, for our own Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it went down sinking deep, deep, deep to the middle of the earth.
Why?
Nobody paid any attention to it. But I tried.
Oh, I'm glad you tried, but I want to look at like the year before. What was the 2020 class? Because
the 2020 class had Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode. They had All
right, I've got it in here. Hold on.
I think they had the Doobie Brothers. Well, let's see if I can remember. I think the Doobie Brothers made it last year. Depeche Mode, which I don't get. Let's see, who else?
Now, the first group, this started in 1986. This started in 1986. The first group, Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, right.
James Brown, Little Richard, Fats Domino, Ray Charles, Chuck Berry, Sam Cooke, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, Robert Johnson, Jimmy Rogers, and Jimmy Yancey. That was the first group. How the Beatles were not in the first group is beyond me.
Well, I think they were concentrating on before, 50s. I mean, before the 60s.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, I could go on, but you're right. They had Depeche Mode get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
they've got a lot of R&B people and different people from different genres that aren't rock and roll. And it's this idea that if we include everybody in everything, that makes things fair. That's not true. That's not true. That's like giving somebody an Oscar for doing for singing a song on an album, and it's got nothing to do with a movie. It's like, well, listen, I did a great song, so I should get Movie of the Year.
Yeah, if
you're not getting Movie of the Year, you did a song. It's a different thing.
Yeah, if they're contacted to write a song for the movie, that's different.
That's different. But if it's not rock and roll, it should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And here's the thing. There may be some where you could draw a fine line. There may be some where you could draw a fine line, or it's hard to figure out, was that rock and roll or not rock and roll? But that's not a question with somebody like Jay-Z or Depeche Mode. It was never rock and roll. Why is it there? And all I could think about is all of this inclusion thing got to somebody and they said, this is how we fix it. It's not how you fix it. It's not how you fix it. You fix it by making sure everybody who represents rock and roll is represented equally. Everybody who represents R&B is represented equally. You don't mix the genres. It makes no sense.
Well, if they called it the Rock and Soul Hall of Fame, that would make sense. That I would like. That I would love. I'd love to hear that. The Rock and Soul Hall of Fame.
Okay. And then what if Johnny Cash wants to get into it?
He's in the Country Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Now, why don't they put Johnny Cash in rock and roll? Because he's country.
He's country.
And I love Johnny Cash. And I love Johnny Cash. I know you do too. I mean, he's wrote brilliant things. But anyway. That's an argument that we're going to continue, and we will. We're
going to continue, and I'm feeling better. But in the meantime, can you hit that button for Scott's Curiosities so I can go to sleep?
Well, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to save that because we're going to find out when we could come on when you're feeling better. We're going to go through all of that. Right now, we just wanted to get out there and say hello to everybody. Let them know what's going on with you. The curiosities I'm going to say because
Pedro.
Look for it. Gary and I will talk tomorrow when he's feeling better, and we'll set up either next Saturday or one day this week. But we will let you know when we're going to do our full show. For now, we've squeezed 35 minutes out of Gary, and he's feeling bad. So we're going to go let Gary. For God's sake, drink something and find a brush.
Brush is not going to go through this.
Well, I shouldn't say anything because when my hair gets your length, I don't know what it's going to look like, man.
I am waiting for that, buddy. I am waiting for that.
I'm working on every night. I cover my nose and cover my mouth and blow as hard as I can to try to get the hair to force out a little bit faster. I try that.
Then work. I tried that with this.
Then I realize I got other holes and things start blowing out, and it's just no good. All right. So anyway, Gary.
By the way, thank you, John. John is my wonderful bass player.
I want to thank John. John, thanks for joining us, brother. Scott, Gene, Arlene, Diane, Jill, Natalie,
Tommy.
Lynn,
it's not Tammy. Tommy.
Mom, Sandy, everybody else, and Tammy, everybody else. Please, thank you for joining us, even if it was for a few minutes. And David and Edie, of course.
And Jill. And Diane and Lynn, of course. Did you say Lynn? And Yvonne? I'm going over all the list. Sandy, of course. I feel like
you should be holding up a mirror like Romper Room used to do. And let's thank Gary and John and Scott and Jeannie and David. And
I don't remember that. Thank you,
David.
You
don't remember that? Okay.
No.
Well, everybody's asking you to feel better, Gary. So we're gonna allow Gary to do that. I want to tell everybody thank you for joining us right here at Live Out Loud Podcast. We will be doing a full show coming up soon as Gary's feeling better. In the meantime, we wish you all a happy holiday season. Be nice to each other. Take care of each other. Gary, anything you want to wrap up with?
Yeah, stay sober. And if there's somebody who's not sober, get them to us. Get them to us. And listen, somebody comes to us and they don't listen to what we say. We can't do anything else other than give you our opinion. We're not miracle workers, okay?
Right.
But we'll be there to help. But you got to listen. You got to listen. You got to be willing to do it. You have to listen. You can't just say, well, you said that if I'm feeling bad, I can call you and you'll be there for me. Well, we'll be there for you, but if you're not listening to what we're saying, then that's when it reaches the other side of the wall, and we got to say, hey, listen, you don't want to listen to us? What can we do?
That's it.
Go to ATC
Education. Go to atceducation.com or call Karen directly at 786-514-0893. If you need help, somebody you love needs help, or if you want to get involved and help people with us, become a member of our team and go out and help as many people as we can. That's how we're going to change this. This is how we're going to change the world, is by all of us getting involved and helping each other. And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I want to thank Gary for stepping out of his illness for a few minutes and giving us, stepping out of his coma and coming to us. And, is this, I can see, you're outside right now, right?
No, I'm on the patio.
Oh, you're on the patio. Are you allowed in the house when you're sick? Or does Tammy make you stay on the patio till all the germs are gone?
No, Tammy's not here. You know something? Tammy is a trooper, man. She doesn't want to not kiss me. I'm very lucky. Wow! Did we get close? Did we get real close for a second? Hey. Yep.
Hey.
Yep. This is it. This is what Tammy sees every morning.
My lighting is off, so I look like a ghost, and Gary looks like death. So ghost and death, right here. This is really
thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on LOL. I'm Death.
I'm Ghost. We'll catch you next time right here at LOL. Be good to everybody.